Hi, my name is Christopher Lohr, and I'm a planning manager for the City of Columbus Planning Division. This is the second to last video in the Columbus Planning Academy series, and in this video we'll be discussing how recommended land use is determined during the planning process. First, it is important to know that land use recommendations do not change existing zoning, apply to existing land uses, or imply that development will occur on a site. Recommendations within a land use plan are used when an applicant proposes to develop a parcel and the development requires a zoning change or a variance. There are a series of steps taken by city staff to determine recommended land use for a site. During a planning process for an area, each piece of land within the area is provided with a recommended land use. The first step includes reviewing the existing land use, the existing zoning, and the existing density of the site. This process helps staff to determine what is already legally permitted by code and what already exists on the site. This is an important step because we want to provide recommendations that are valid, appropriate, and are consistent with what is already permitted within the existing zoning code. The second step is to apply the C2P2 guiding principles. As we reviewed earlier, the three guiding principles are healthy and complete communities, guided growth and sustainable development, and design and character. Each guiding principle has multiple principle statements that are the basis for our land use policies and recommendations. The third step is to review the recommended land use map for consistency among recommendations. In this example on the slide, sites zoned for commercial uses are shown in red, while sites zoned for residential uses are shown in yellow. A blue arrow points to a vacant site zoned for office uses. The zoning category for this site is C2, which permits office-type uses. The surrounding commercial sites allow for other commercial uses in addition to office. The zoning categories on these sites are shown as C5, C4, LC4, and C3. In this example, we would recommend all the red parcels for the same category, either commercial or mixed use, even though the existing zoning categories are slightly different, in order to bring a consistency to the recommendations. Recommended land use is illustrated in the form of a map within an area's land use plan. The example on the slide is taken from the South Linden Land Use Plan that was adopted in 2018. In this example, it is easy to see the three steps applied. In the first step, institutional uses are recommended where they already exist. In the second step, mixed use is recommended along the primary corridors of Cleveland Avenue and Hudson Street. This recommendation is supported by the guiding principles. In the third step, neighborhoods are recommended for a consistent density level. The three steps described in this video are followed to create draft recommendations for a land use plan area. Public engagement is also a key element in the land use plan process, and community stakeholders are provided opportunities to comment on draft land use recommendations. If you are currently participating in an update to your area's land use plan, please visit the Planning Division webpage on the City of Columbus website to learn more about how to get involved. Thank you for listening to our presentation on land use recommendations. We will finish the Columbus Planning Academy with a short video describing how a plan's recommendations are implemented in the development review process.